YouTube people! What's up, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. I'm super excited to start BT5 deck profiles because I've been waiting for this set for a while, and this set has so many cool things, so many Omnimons. The set's just so much fun to break around, and what am I even talking about? Breaking around. What does that even mean? Help? The first deck I wanted to show off for BT5 is a deck that can beat the top decks of the format because I've tested it, and it can. And, well, it has a positive win rate right now. Sure, it might be in tier 1.5, tier 2 status, but you guys can definitely build this for not a whole lot of money. It's a small upgrade, and I think you guys really enjoy it. It's Blue Imperialdramon, guys. It's our favorite aggro deck that's not Rookie Rush, smile. So go ahead and talk about the deck, talk about the new cards in BT5 and how they help. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on the smashed potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos are uploaded. And we're still trying to hit 10,000 subs, so we're almost there. Let's do it, please. And one final thing, don't forget we are streaming on Twitch. And Thursday in particular, Thursday night, we'll be streaming cases upon cases of opening BT5. And I think on Saturday we're streaming a Digimon Regionals? I think? Question mark? So if you guys want to see that, you should definitely come follow me on Twitch so you know when that's happening. Link is in the description below. Alright, let's get on to this deck profile then. Alright, we always start with our babies. We're playing 4 Demi-Vmon when attacking with jamming once per turn, draw a card. Just the best card in this deck, baby, by far. Then 5th one is Upamon. Once per turn when attacking, opponent has no sources, draw a card. This one is obviously a lot more live than this one most of the time, because you're usually attacking the Imperialdramon or whatever. So yeah, that's our baby lineup. It's great. It's draw power. It's fluid. It's awesome. 4 Vmon with jamming, because it's great. We're playing 4 Gabumon on play, draw a card, because it's great. We're playing 3 Straybomon. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. You can add a hybrid and or a blue Tamer from your deck to your hand. So that's a pretty good card. Sometimes you get 2 things, sometimes you get 0 things. And that's just how it is. And finally, we're playing 4 2-drops, just because we want 2-drops in this deck. They're really cheap. And then you can do evolutions and all sorts of stuff. That's it. That's it. This deck can transition into Rookie Rush if it needs to, but you really don't want to do that. This rookie lineup does help you do both, though, if you need to play Rookie Rush with the opponent for any given reason. So it's flexible, but it's honestly just good at getting yourself set up for the win. So there you go. Speaking of the win, we're going to Champions. We're starting off with 4 Win Button Lobomon. I can't believe there's a point in time where I was playing 3 of this. I think 4 of this is mandatory, because it's a win button. It's a straight up win button. Unless your opponent is playing Zwart Defeat and they evolve it and delete your Tamer, this is just a win button in every other matchup. And you just evolve for 2 on your Tamer and you attack, and if there's no damage left, you win. They can't interact with it really. They can kind of plan ahead by playing extra blockers if they want to, but that's it. That's really it. So yeah, we play 4 of that because it's broken. We play 4 Gorillamon because it costs 1 to evolve. And we play a BT5 edition at 4 of. We're playing 4 Koalamon. It's the new 1-cost blocker for blue. Yep, blue finally has their 1-cost evolution blocker. And we're playing 4 of it. I was solely missing the blockers in my last iteration of Blue Imperialdramon, and I didn't want them because they cost 2 to evolve. But having them to cost 1 to evolve is worth it for me. And sure, it loses to Nidhogg and Alteress, but against decks that are potentially playing those, I'm just going to be using this for evolution fodder anyway. And making it 1-cost evolution fodder is a lot better than Grizzlymon, which is 2-cost evolution fodder. It actually does matter in the game right now. Might I switch back to Grizzlymon eventually? Maybe. Might I eventually do a 2-and-2 split? Maybe. But for now, I'm really liking the 4 of. And that's it for our champions, just 12, and they all get us to Imperial faster, or win the game. So that's it. Level 5s. 4 Pilgrimon. This is the best one in Imperialdramon. It has jamming by itself, but once per turn when Imperialdramon attacks, it unsuspends it. This enables you to get an extra attack with your Imperialdramon, which this dude can't do, Dino-Beamon. It's the other piece of the puzzle, really, piercing and jamming, but no inheritable. So if you evolve an Imperial on top of this one, you don't get the extra attack. You get 2 attacks instead of 3. But, you know, it's fine, it's there. We only play 3 of it because this one is much better. And that's it, actually, for level 5s. Some people play the hybrid level 5 jamming thing from BT4, but I'm not a big fan of it. I never have been and never are. Will be, probably. This is just all I need. This is all I need. The deck is just pure consistency, pure streamline. Not a lot of thought to go into it. It's just, I want my Imperialdramon out as fast as possible and as cheap as possible. So, that's it for level 5s. For level 6s, we're playing 4 Imperialdramon Dragon Mode, the blue one. When you evolve it, you unsuspend everything with jamming. So always itself, and sometimes, you know, a Vmon or something. That's pretty cool. And then when, you know, it costs 3 if you evolve it onto a Dino B or a Imperialdramon, which is why those are the only level 5s we're playing, because it's always going to cost 3 unless you evolve it in the breeding area, which I really don't recommend. And having jamming by itself just makes it safe, right? So ideally, you know, you're going to attack multiple times, and unless you're playing something like Gaia Force, Security, stuff like that, you will be fine, and you'll do lots of damage. And that's it for our level 6s. We're not playing any other techs. This deck is just pure, streamlined consistency, and I love it. So let's move on. Now, for a new addition from BT5, we're playing 2 Omnimon. 2 BT5 Red-Blue Omnimon. So we need to talk about this card. We've never talked about this card before. It's new. It costs 4 to evolve, which is not bad, considering all our Omnimons up to now cost 6. So that's pretty good. When Digivolving, it has Blitz, which means it can attack right away. Even if it passes memory over to the opponent's side, it can still get an attack in before the turn passes. That's good. Also when Digivolving, you unsuspend it. Really, really good. And all turns, if an opponent's effect would delete this Digimon, or return it to its owner's hand or deck, you can prevent it from leaving play by trashing a level 6 Digimon in this card's Digivolution cards. So this card says no to Gaia Force, Millenniumon, stuff like that. Oh, it just says no. It just says no. One time no. And one time no is really good because it's 14,000 and it's hard to deal with. So there you go. I believe it also, you know, stops Nidhogg, which is really good. So, you know, Omnimon, being a really big MVP member of the team, does a lot of stuff. And now we're going to quickly go into a combo before we continue the rest of the deck profile here. Assuming that this is, like, you have these in hand, and Imperialdramon on the field, what you're going to do is you're going to attack with the Imperialdramon. Sure, that's jamming, great. You're going to evolve an Imperialdramon, assuming it doesn't have memory to do so, which you probably will if you're smart. And then you use its effect to unsuspend. Then you attack number 2. This activates standing it, you deal the 2nd damage, attack a 3rd time, deal the 3rd damage, and then evolve for 4 into Omnimon. It unsuspends, and then blitzes. So it's dealing 4 damage now. 4 damage is a lot of damage. It's an extra damage. It effectively gave Imperial another win button, which matters, because this win button costs 14,000 and prevents itself from destruction. Lobomon is cheaper and easier to do, I 100% agree, but this is technically stronger, and it's good to have power, because this Omnimon won't have jamming, so it does need to be able to survive and stay on the field. So that's it. Because if Omnimon hits a security that's stronger than it, like a Chaosmon or something, it will die. It will actually just die. You know, so it needs to survive. 14,000 is a really good number for that, and you're getting 4 attacks, making it that much harder for your opponent to win the game. So there you go, that's the new combo in BT5. Let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the deck profile. For options, we're playing 4 Hammer Spark, because Hammer Spark is broken. We all know what Hammer Spark does. Gain memory when you play it, and if it's in the security, gain 2 memory. Really good card. Could end turns, could end games. Honestly broken. Then we're playing 1 Aqua Viper. In security, it adds to your hand, cool. Costs 3 to play. You return one of your Digimon to your hand to bounce 2 of your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. This is very good at bouncing blockers and going for the kill. That's exactly what that card is there for. We only play 1 because we're going to see it often enough. Either the opponent will hit it in security and give it to us, or, you know, we'll be drawing enough cards in our deck. It's not a big deal. We'll probably see it. And it's just there to help you secure wins. Ideally, you save as many Hammer Sparks as possible to the end times, because you want to be able to do an Aqua Viper turn or a Lobomon turn or something like that. So, yep, there you go. 1 of these because it helps secure the end game, and do try to hold this stuff until the end game. Sometimes you can't, and I get that, and that's okay, but really, really, really do your best. If you can hold it, the longer you can hold it, the more it'll explode in the end, and that's what we like. We like big explosions, not little explosions. Giggity. For Tamers, we play 3 Davis. Davis on play, you know, reveal top 3 cards, add a blue or green Digimon from them to the hand. Sometimes you get 2 cards, sometimes you get 1, sometimes you get none. It happens, it's fine, and it's a memory Tamer to set you to 3. And it's the Tamer that you can evolve your Lobomon on. I don't know where my Lobomons went, but it's what you evolve Lobomon on. This guy, right? You Digivolve this card onto your hand onto one of your blue Tamers, as if it's level 3 Digimon. So, there you go. Lobomon, really good card, and this is basically Lobomon fodder and Memory Tamer. Really broken. The final 2 cards we're playing in this deck, and I didn't think of this myself, 2 Takumi Aiba. So I tried this last minute. I tried this for a few matches, and it's honestly okay. I'm hit or miss. So for those of you that are unaware, because this is a new card, it's a white Tamer. You can't evolve Lobomon on top of it, whatever. If it activates in security, you play it. Cool. So during your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves, you may suspend this Tamer to trigger draw 1. So, essentially, as long as you're digivolving outside the breeding area, because it doesn't matter if it's the breeding area, you can't do it. If it's outside the breeding area, you can do it. You draw a card once per turn. So that's kind of cool. It helps you deck thin even more. But then, all turns, all the 3 Digimon gain, when attacking, lose 1 memory. So, you might think that if we're playing a Rookie Rush type of strategy sometimes, this might conflict. Well, if we're playing a Rookie Rush kind of strategy, and it would conflict, we just won't play this card right away, right? We'll keep it in our hand. This is good at stopping aggression from the opponent so that you can set up your Imperial Tower and do some massive damage. But it is also good at deck thinning, because deck thinning is very important when you need to draw your combo pieces, especially now that we have a new combo piece in the form of Omnimon. You just need all that extra draw power to get it so that you can win the game a little bit quicker. So we're playing 2 of it. Like I said, I'm hit or miss. Yes, it has drawn me some cards, and against some games, it just hasn't mattered. So that's all I gotta say about Takumi. Try it out if you wish. I played 8 or so matches without Takumi, and I won almost all of them without Takumi. And I played 3 more matches with Takumi, and I won 2 and lost 1. So, you know, I don't think Takumi had any impact on the match I lost, really, to be honest. But, you know, it is good. I will give it that. I don't know if Imperial is the best deck for it, but it is fun to try out. Definitely do recommend giving it a try if you want to. And that's it for the deck profile. Let's close it up. And that's it, everyone. That is the Blue Imperialdramon deck for BT5. It has a positive win rate on purple right now. It has a positive win rate on yellow, technically. Close, but, you know, I think with a little more practice, a little more time investment, and someone that takes this deck super seriously, you can definitely see success with Blue Imperialdramon. It's also good against security control, so if you're having an issue with that, this might be the deck to play, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this is a good deck? Would you do anything else? BT5 definitely enables you to play more level 4s in the deck, and you have a few more tricks up your sleeve, definitely. So I don't think this is the most concrete, perfect deck list, but this is definitely one I'd be comfortable taking to a Digimon Regionals if I wanted to play Blue Imperialdramon at a Digimon Regionals. And we'll see you later. Take care.